Welcome back. Welcome to my show, Startups for Breakfast. We are having a very interesting conversation with Rajneesh Khullar, whether astrology can become a mainstream startup idea for entrepreneurs across the country. Before we continue with this episode, I want to reiterate, if you like our content, do not forget to subscribe to us. If you need more startup ideas, please do write to us. We are here to help at startupsforbreakfast.com. Rajneesh,
Yeah, hi Ravi.
I know astrology is a passion for you.
Yes, it is.
For me, photography is a passion.
Great.
Acting is a passion. Theater is a passion. When did you realize that astrology is your passion? At what point in your corporate ladder?
Well, good question on this because I was with Tata Teleservices for a brief period of 3 years. 2010, I remember very, very clearly, one of our finance head, Ranjan, who actually was into this astrology course with Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, he says, Rajneesh, we used to have lunch together. We used to have a lot of conversations. And he used to tell us a lot of things about astrology and all that stuff. So I started gathering what it is. And he told me that, why didn't you join this course? And Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, they're starting in May. And why don't you go in? I said,
they were teaching Vedic astrology.
Vedic astrology.
Fantastic.
So this is K.N. Rao, who was the head of the institute, and he's actually, as I said in my previous episode also, that I was head of.
Hey, this sounds very interesting. Do they give a certification program, a graduation program, or what are the steps involved in it?
They do give a certification program.
Okay.
So see, I'll tell you what, they have a 6-month Alankar, then they have Acharya, 6 month, and then they have 6 months research, right? So this is how they started. And people do research after research and all that stuff. You know, it's so deep, it's so deep science that you keep on doing researches. It's something like medical.
I also have a very funny quote to make, right? You know, when something is very mystic, it appeals to the human senses. Can I say astrology is one of the mystic sciences?
Well, I won't say that.
Okay.
It's not mystic science. It's actually a reality of life. Why is a native come to this world, and what is his function? Like everybody has a function, right, to perform, right? You know, a car has a function to perform. An aircraft has a function to perform. Same way, a native has the entire life a function to perform. So, of course, there are a lot of myths and mythologies behind it and all that stuff. However, this is what it is. Because you've come here to, let's say, giving freedom to your parents.
Correct.
Right? You've come here. Freedom means is different, which I'm telling you. Right? One of the charts I was looking at, one of my sister's son, he does not study and all that stuff. I said, don't worry, he'll clear 10th, don't worry. And he cleared 10th. And then now he's given exam of 12th, they're still worried. I said, relax. I said, this guy who's come here is come आप लोगों का उद्धार करने आया है. You'll be having a different understanding. आप दोनों ने जो पुराने जन्म में पाप किए थे ना, उसका उद्धार ये आपका बेटा करेगा.
My God. Okay.
So that is what. Then I'll tell you what. I mean, this is coming back to my passion. I got really interested. You know, then I realized that why I did it. Because of my planetary positions. My 8th house, which is a house of Rahasya. It's a Gupt house. Wherever you keep all the secrets. And this is a secret science also, by the way.
Okay.
So occult sciences. And I've got Ketu in my Lagna chart. So that actually started my journey from in the corporate life to passion to astrology.
Let me ask you another question. If a medical professional, if he falls sick, you need to go to another doctor. Did you consult your chart with another astrologer?
Of course I did. I started with Ranjan only. Ranjan, you tell me.
Okay.
So he says, I'll take money. I said, fine, I'll give you money. Of course, he did not take money. He says, Khullar Sahab, just put $100 in any mandir and my fees is done.
Okay.
So that's what I do. This is my passion because I don't want to make it as a profession.
But it's a good startup idea.
It's a very good startup idea.
Why do you say that? How many astrologers in India we might be having?
Well, see, I think there'll be a million of them.
Each one of them are an entrepreneur.
Yeah. No, not entrepreneur. Entrepreneur means they take charge money and they give their professional services.
I'll give one example. I am sure that you might have heard about this place. There's a place called Vaidiswaran Temple in South. Okay. People go there. We call it Nadi Josiam.
Correct.
Okay. And you have to go there, take a prior appointment. You normally don't get. There are many guys, many houses which does an Nadi Josiam. You go and sit there, and you have to. This guy goes and searches some of the old written down documents. It's not. It's actually printed on a leaf, right? And they bring it and they open it and they predict your parents' name, your lineage, and they start telling about everything. It was quite scary. I attempted half a dozen times. I visited those centers. For some reason, they were not able to find out my lineage. Okay. Sometimes they say that. Then one of the guy who kept on trying, he threw a statement on me, which almost felt like somebody throwing acid on my face. He said, "You were so unlucky born. We are not able to trace down your lineage, and that's a curse on you." Does astrologers talk like that?
No, astrologers do not talk like that.
Why did this guy say that?
He said that. After that, what did he do? He asked you that, okay, I will do this puja for you, and this much money I want.
He did demand for that.
That's what the problem is.
Correct.
Now, as I said, I don't take money from people, but I would like to give some startup ideas to people as entrepreneurs. And in fact, Vedic astrology into corporate life. So, see, ये थोड़ा डरा के और पैसे निकालना.
Like LIC policy.
हाँ. नहीं, LIC policy is different.
Okay.
You are assured of something.
Correct.
Here you are not assured.
Okay.
So
people use it wrongly also.
Yeah. You see, I'll tell you what. When I started this course, I visited almost all the sphere of astrologies. I went to a tarot reader. I went to a Nadi astrologer. There's one in Lajpat Nagar in Delhi. I went to him. He actually had a cassette recorded for me. So that while he was giving, he says, you go through this. And he wanted me to actually give him a lot of money that you pay for 7 years on monthly basis. He calculated something and it was going into almost, say, 5 to 6 lakh rupees that time. So I said, why is he saying that? So then I started understanding everything. That, you see, एक डर बैठा दो आदमी के अंदर, वो पैसे निकालेगा. He will give you all the money to save his life or bring wealth to him. But then that is not astrology.
Correct.
That is not astrology. There are 8 walks of life in astrology, which you have to maintain.
Hold your thoughts. We'll come back again. Viewers, there are 8 stages of astrology. Is that what you said?
That's right.
Right. So we will discuss more about that in our next episode. Thank you for watching my channel, Startups for Breakfast. You'll get more ideas. Keep watching. If you like our content, do not forget to subscribe. In case if you want to reach out to us, do write to us in the email which is flashing on the screen. Thank you so much. See you on our next episode.
Thank you.
Is there a governing body for astrologers in India?
The governing body in astrologers is Almighty actually. आजकल भी वो जो कॉर्पोरेट गवर्नेंस में होता है तो नारद मुनि बहुत घूम रहे हैं. प्रिंसिपल्स हैं एस्ट्रोलॉजर के. He has to be God fearing. He should know what mantras to be chanted.